When Lamine Yamal took the football world by storm, breaking every single record in history, everyone wanted to know how does a teenager handle this kind of unimaginable pressure? When asked about it, Lamine simply smiled and said, "My mother had me when she was 16 years old. Now that is real pressure. All I have to do is play football." Behind the glitz, the multi-million dollar contracts, the trophies, stands the one woman who sacrificed everything. Her name is Sheila Ebana. From arriving in Spain as an immigrant from Equatorial Guinea to working real-time hours in fast food restaurants and literally threatening to ban Lamine from football if he didn't do his homework, Sheila is the real MVP of Lamine Yamal's career. Today, we are diving deep into the untold biography of Sheila Ebana, the fiercely protective, hardworking mother who raised football's greatest prodigy. Smash that subscribe button and let's get into the story. Long before she was walking the red carpets of European football galas, Sheila Ebana was just a young girl growing up in Bata, Equatorial Guinea. Hoping for a better future, she migrated to Catalonia, Spain, as a child alongside her mother. As a teenager in Spain, she met Monir Nasroui in July 2007 when she was just 16 years old. She gave birth to a baby boy. But their early days were a battle for survival. The young family faced crushing poverty. They lived in a tiny one-room apartment where the kitchen and the bedroom shared the exact same tight space. In fact, things were so financially that just before the baby was born that they couldn't even afford their rent. Enter two incredible kind neighbors, their names Lamine and Yamal. These neighbors stepped in, helped the young couple financially, and covered their living expenses. To honor their life-saving generosity, Sheila and Munir named their newborn son after them, and that fox is how the name Lamine Yamal was born into the world. In December 2007, when Lamine was only a few months old, a bizarre twist of fate occurred. UNICEF organized a charity raffle in the Rocafoda neighborhood to feature local families in a calendar with Barcelona players. Sheila's family won. Suddenly, a 16-year-old Sheila found herself inside the locker rooms of Camp Nou, standing next to a shy 20-year-old rising superstar named Lionel Messi. In the famous photos that recently shook the internet, you can actually see a young Sheila standing right there as Messi helps bathe her baby in a plastic tub. At the time, nobody could have guessed that this young immigrant mother was holding a child who could grow up to be hailed as Messi's ultimate heir. It was almost like a prophetic passing of the torch, watched over by a protective young mother. But life quickly got harder. When Lamine was just 3 years old, Sheila and Munir separated. Suddenly, Sheila was a single mother facing the world alone. To support her son's blinding football talent, Sheila worked exhausting hours in the hospital industry and at a fast food restaurant. She moved to granolas, making sure Lamine could travel to Barcelona's elite young academy, La Masia. But while scouts across Europe were calling her son a once-in-a-generation genius, Sheila refused to let the hype get to his head. She knew how fickle the football world could be. While other parents would focus entirely on goals and assists, Sheila's number one priority was schoolwork. She laid down the law. She regularly told Lamine and his coaches at Barcelona that if his grades drop or if he's misbehaved in school, she would instantly pull him out of the football. Imagine being Barcelona's management, realizing your future billionaire superstar might get grounded from El Clasico because of a math test. This strict grounded upbringing is exactly why Lamine Yamal remains so incredibly humble today. Even as a global superstar, he still honors his roots, famously celebrating his goals with a 3 or 4 hand gesture, the postal god of the working class neighborhood where his mom raised him. Years of sacrifice finally paid off. Sheila watched her son win the Euros, rewrite football history, and lead Spain through a historic World Cup campaign. Today, her life looks completely different. Sheila has found love again, remarried, and is blessed Lamine with an adorable young half-brother named Kane. During Spain's massive World Cup run, little Kane became an absolute internet sensation, captured on video playing with the tournament trophies alongside his big brother. And Sheila herself has stepped directly into the global spotlight. No longer just a face in the background, she has transitioned into a powerful internet personality. She now commands over 2 million followers on IG, where her fans from all over the world flood her comments to thank her for raising the boy who is saving modern football. Behind every great player, there is an anchor. For Lamine Yamal, that anchor is Sheila Ebana. She proved that no matter how tough the start, a mother's love, discipline, and relentless hard work can truly change the course of history. What do you think is the most inspiring part of Sheila's journey? Is it the strict homework rule or the incredible story behind Lamine's name? Let me know in the comments below. Drop a thumbs up if you love the video and also share. Hit the subscribe button and don't miss to watch to the end. See you in the next video.